just keep on coming for Harry and Meghan, because Meghan's been accused of faking some of the interviews that she did in her podcast for Spotify. Surely not.
Reports have emerged suggesting that Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, actually faked interviews for her now cancelled Spotify podcast titled Archetypes. Sources close with Meghan Markle's Archetypes podcast have claimed that the interviews were conducted by her staff and that Meghan Markle's voice was edited in afterwards. So yeah, it definitely looks like some episodes of the podcast that featured interviews were actually conducted by people on Meghan's team, not actually her herself. And then they would take her voice and what she said and put it in afterwards.
Hey, it's me. I'm just excited to be myself.
But the specific episodes that this has been done with hasn't been specified yet. However, journalist Alison Yarrow, who appeared on the podcast's 4th episode, previously revealed that she was interviewed by an audio producer named Farah Safarfi, and Meghan Markle's voice was later edited into the episode.
Etymologists believe that the word kind of came out of this Greek insult.
And Alison Yarrow expressed gratitude to Farah for a great interview. So knowing this, that right there is proof, at least in one case, that this happened. Other high-profile guests on Archetypes were Serena Williams, Mariah Carey, and Mindy Kaling. So as you could imagine, these allegations have raised questions about the authenticity of interviews featured in the podcast.
But actually, the podcast ended up sounding like a very, very kind of bland, run-of-the-mill interview podcast. And I think that's why people are a bit confused.
Now, fans and critics alike have in the past complained about the podcast sounding very robotic and inauthentic. So this could possibly be a contributing factor to that. This all began back in 2020, where Prince Harry and Meghan Markle signed a $20 million deal with Spotify, launching their podcast through their production company, Archwell Audio. However, recently in June 2023, Spotify and Archwell Audio released a joint statement announcing their mutual decision to part ways.
Hello. I got a big thumbs up. I appreciate that. Okay, welcome to Archetypes.
The statement expressed mutual pride in the series that they created together, but did not provide specific details about the reasons for the separation. All it did was simply confirm that the end of the partnership happened. On the other hand, Meghan Markle's talent agency, WME, stated to the Wall Street Journal that she intends to continue her Archetypes podcast on another platform. The agency also mentioned that Meghan is actively developing more content for the Archetypes audience. So I guess you just have to wait and see what she comes up with. On that note, that's all the scoop I have for you in this one. Don't forget to leave a like before you head on out. And also, sound off down below. Let me know what you think about this story. What were your thoughts about Meghan Markle and the cancellation of the podcast? Have you listened to it? What's your thoughts about it? I'm curious to know. Sound off down below. And don't forget to follow me here on FTD News for more videos like this one. Boom.